not fair. Those martini glasses need a martini in them.
There's even like
The
alcohol
mix is
stuff.
here.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it's after midday, we can order drinks.
I think I'll wait for the last interview and have a Manhattan, Jack Daniels Manhattan.
Are we rolling? Doing
Can you make an appointment for alcohol? Like, can you please send Jack Daniels Manhattan at 4 o'clock? Can you do that?
Mhm.
I need one.
Okay.
Jack Daniels Manhattan?
Yes.
Done.
Done.
Wow. I wish I had people. Cool. Jessica, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Absolutely.
So, of course, you're in town with your husband Thomas from Meshuggah, and
Yeah.
of course you play Maria from Orange is the New Black. There's so much to talk about, but I'm really interested to kind of pin you down and talk about Alekhine's Gun.
Okay.
So,
Alekhine's
Gone. I knew
No,
I was
that's
gonna.
fine.
It's a challenging
Everyone
word.
says it. and
Alekhine's
it's fine.
Gone. I actually wrote it down. Alekhine's Gone. I should have looked at my notes.
You
That's
did.
probably why I
You
haven't.
wrote it down.
So it's awesome to get to chat to you about the band.
Sure.
So there's a lot of talk about you guys doing a debut album. It's in the works at the moment.
Yeah, we have 2 EPs out that
Yep.
we love, and we have enough to release another EP and a half, but we decided that we would probably prefer to just do a full length this time.
Awesome.
I feel sometimes EPs get lost in the shuffle.
Yep.
And you always want a little bit more.
Right.
So we'd rather just take our time, take a while, get all the songs that we had floating in the air down, and then run with it afterwards.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so where's it at? I mean, obviously you had the 2 EPs. So you had Meditation in Wrath,
Yeah.
and the Kings Will Fall.
Yeah.
So which, if you were to hold up the debut album, which one is it closest to?
I think it'll be a little more Kings and Kings
Yep.
Will Fall, a little bit more of that. But we have another writer in the band now. We have Leo Mate's like taking his hand in writing a lot of songs now. Because I've been a little busy, so I've pulled back
Yeah.
a little bit. So we're gonna have a little bit more aggression, a little more groove than what we had before.
Right
so,
on.
Yeah.
It really seems like you can notice kind of the progression in between the EPs. Everything seems to become a bit tighter with each release. So it's exciting to hear what the debut is going to sound like. Is it tighter? Is it looser? Is it heavier?
I think it just depends on, because there are several people that have their hand in their main writing of the song, you'll be able to tell kind of who wrote what.
Right.
So all of our styles complement each other a lot. We all write together, but sometimes one person just has a song that it's like born done.
Awesome.
And we all add as much as we can to it, or sometimes it'll be a collaboration with 2 people and the third person will come in and just completely tweak something. So it's definitely groovier, tastier, but we still have that black metal right hand tremolo picking. The singing will still be the same, and there's a lot more spirituality that's going to be a little more obvious this time
Awesome.
for this album.
Well, that leads me to my next question perfectly. There was a lot of genres being thrown around. I was actually kind of watching some of your press from this morning. There was rock, there was death metal, there was a couple of other kind of genres. You said black metal yourself then. But listening through to it, to me, as you said, it's spiritual. It feels like spiritual metal. Is that a term that you guys would be down with?
I would be totally down with it, because everything lyrically speaking comes from a spiritual point, whether it's a personal journey or something that actually comes from a text. I'm a Tibetan Buddhist, and a lot of our lyrics are from ancient texts like the Abhidharma Kosha, the Bodhicharyavatara, the Lojong training of the mind, and meditations and actual prayers that we use in our daily practice, but I've kind of rewritten them to fit in the metal context.
Sure.
People don't realize how brutal, Buddhism can
There's
be.
like one of the deities that's referenced is like the lightning.
Vajrapani.
Vajrapani. There's the
Yeah.
whole mantra that you have a dedicated song to the mantra.
Yeah, the wielding of the thunderbolts, and he actually holds it like that over his head, and it's just indestructible power. How to harness that power that's in you, that's indestructible.
Right.
That's kind of
So what's it like kind of adapting that philosophy to your music? Is it just for the performance, or when you're doing it, is it also kind of meditative?
It's absolutely meditative. I felt that if I was going to go back into music or anything that I did at this point in my life, that it has to have some kind of greater purpose. It
Right.
can't just be just frivolous for fun or for ego feeding. Everything has to have some sort of message or some way to help the world in general. That's where our band comes from. It comes from that place of spreading positivity, spreading the message of meditation, harnessing your own power, and knowing that reality is what you decide it is. It's what you create. There's no set reality, but it's only a perception. So we use that perception to create yourself into the most divine, most powerful being, then we've done something.
Right.
Something right.
Well, how does that go down live? I've seen a lot of crazy stuff go down at heavy metal shows. I've never seen mantra chanting or any sort of meditation or any sort of prayer. What's it like live?
Well, before we start the show, I usually go through my own daily meditation routine. Before the show, we'll start by cleaning the room, so to speak, and that's burning some incense and getting everyone kind of in the same mind frame. And I might go around and touch everyone in the room and on the shoulder, or I might just sit in the middle of the floor and just start meditating. We get ourselves in that mission that we're not just playing music, we're praying, we're meditating. It's meditations in wrath. It's something higher purpose. And the set will usually begin with a Tibetan chant.
Wow.
Playing over the loudspeaker, and then we begin. And then from that point on, to be honest, it's really blurry for me. Because it's when you're in meditation, you're simply in the moment. There's nothing after, there's nothing coming.
So it's all of a sudden the show's over and you're...
The show's over and I'm really sweaty.
Wow. And everyone's cheering.
The room smells
That must
good.
be kind of scary sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I see pictures of myself and I freak out because I don't remember the moment at all. And
that's
it doesn't
awesome.
look like me at all. Or I don't think it looks like me. But
Right.
Yeah, but that just means you let go, you got there. So we kind of all want that as in anything we do. Well,
Sure.
Maybe not driving or something, but if you're a musician, I think you all want to get to that point where it's just like second nature. You're not even thinking anymore.
Transcendence almost.
The sweet spot of anything when you do something and it's getting done right and you're just there in the moment. The moment is alive. So that's always a good feeling.
Sure. And so obviously back to Thomas from Sugar. I'd be interested to know, do you guys compare notes when you're writing music?
No, not at all. Do we compare notes? No, but we do listen to each other's stuff.
Okay.
In the gestation process.
Right.
And we don't compare notes, but I'll give him my opinion of something, if something's working or not.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter. He's been doing it like my whole life.
30 years, more than my life. Yeah.
More than your life. He doesn't need my comment, but I'm like all people, you respect feedback from people that you know and love and admire, and people that know your work and say, maybe that's not, or maybe that's too. I'm still mad. There's one thing that didn't make it on the album, and I just love it. They recorded this album live.
The Violent Sleep of Reason.
Yeah. Violent Sleep of Reason, and there's one part where he actually counts in the band. And they couldn't use it because I think something with the kick drum was playing over it. But just to hear him actually count in a song live and have everyone come in live, because a lot of people think, it's all programmed, it's all
tracking,
backing. No, it's not, and they're all playing, and they're that good.
It's just dudes in a room rocking out.
Yes, and
awesome.
They're that good, and you have to remind people sometimes because they get so cynical.
Sure. And so I love this idea that Henry Rollins actually put it forward that metalheads have arrived and we're in the building, and we're CEOs of organizations.
We've arrived!
Yes, exactly. We're the leading actors in hugely popular TV programs. It'd be interesting to know, amongst kind of some of your colleagues and the other cast, are there any other secret metalheads that have also arrived in the building?
I don't know if there are any secret metalheads. I think Laura has been spotted at a Steel Panther show.
Right, okay, so there's
so she's
outed
down.
metalheads.
She's down for the hair metal at least.
Right.
That we know. But everyone's kind of got their own secret passion on that show. So
Right.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Awesome. And there's the musical talent within the program is crazy. There's every now and then you'll see kind of another videos released of them all singing, some amazing vocalists.
There's almost everyone in our show is a killer singer, which is we never touch on, but it's so cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so much soul within the cast as well. But it's interesting, of course, your character Maria is really coming to the forefront now and is badass. That branding scene was terrifying. I can't really imagine anything that would be more horrible than that.
Yeah.
How much do you draw on your stage persona for that kind of hecticness?
Yeah, the Crusher was really, really a part of season 4. Absolutely. Yeah. And I listened to a lot of Meshuggah.
Yeah.
Season 4. Really, almost every day I listened to either Meshuggah or Prayers, which is kind of a dark wave band from LA. It was one or the other to kind of get me in that right mood. Either because it was something super aggressive or something that kind of touches on gang mentality.
Right.
In a really dark way. I feel Maria just took a really dark turn, so I had to find music that gets me in the mood. That's how I get in the mood for my scenes.
And would Maria be a Meshuggah fan?
Probably not.
Right. Yeah.
I really don't see Maria throwing that on like, I had such a hard day and put Meshuggah.
Maybe she should try it. It could help. She's
she
very
can try.
angry.
She can try. I actually once Jessica made a playlist for Maria.
Right.
You know.
Oh wow.
Like what metal songs I would give to her. So that was kind of my closest to a crossover.
And you
ever.
didn't get any feedback from Maria on it?
No, because that would be a
Still
little
waiting.
psycho.
That's weird.
If I would write to myself in my characters, like.
And so I've got to know, of all the amazing singers, is anyone going to be doing a guest vocals on the album?
On our album, I'm not sure yet.
See
We
what
don't
happens.
know. In our EP, we had Peter Dolving from The Haunted.
Right.
Did a little guest, we call him Master of Subliminal Technique in the credits.
Right. I didn't notice his Master of Subliminal Technique.
Yeah, he just gave us this nice track of just anything that we could use anywhere. So I think it's under Crown of Knives. You hear this kind of like a whisper. It sounds like maybe it's a feedback or a bleed from something else. It's all Peter Dolving just talking under it and repeating what I say.
Wow, that's
and
creepy and
singing
awesome.
along. Yeah, it's really creepy.
Sweet. Well, Jessica, there are all the questions that I had for you. Thank you
That's
very much for
amazing.
putting up with me, and all the best with the forthcoming album, and
Thank you so
have fun
much.
in Australia.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Totally,
you.
yeah. Great meeting you, man.
You too.
Awesome.
Cool. Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Cool.